What's good, Raider Nation? Welcome to the Spicy Shield Talk. Pierce lacks confidence in the Raiders' offense as he searches for physical identity. Let's talk about it. Disappointing and disgusting. No, excuse me. Disgusting and sickening was the exact quote from Mad Max himself. We should all feel that way. If you got a problem with us saying it, take it up with Mad Max. Welcome to the Spicy Shield Talk. I'm Spicy Raider Girl here with my co-host Chris from Protect the Shield. What's good, Chris?
What's going on, Spice? How are you?
I'm good. You know, just celebrate Halloween a little early with my little jacket here. Thought I'd be a little festive.
Looking good, looking good. You're
Thank
not
you.
you're not feeling disgusting or sickening today?
You know what? I am. And I'm glad Max said it. After an abysmal performance by the Raiders, really most of the season, but of course, again, against the rival Chiefs in another winnable game, Max went on his show, The Rush, to say he's disgusted. It's disgusting and sickening. You know, it is what it is, right? He called it like he sees. That's how the man feels. We be saying this all the time. We get hated on it. We say something like that. We should go find another team. We say
Oh
so.
yeah.
This is how we all should be feeling. I'm not loving that he feels that way, but I'm happy that not happy. I don't know what the right words. It's refreshing to hear a player say that because that's how he should feel. That's how we
Exactly.
all should feel. You know, we can sit and go win, lose, or tie Raiders till we die all day. Sure, that doesn't even need to be said anymore. That's
Right.
obvious. That's why we're
Right.
on this show every week. That's why we wear our colors every week. That's why we show up to the games. That's why we watch the games. That's why everyone's here. But we should demand better. We should demand commitment to excellence. So we're going to get into kind of his feelings on the game as well as look ahead. But let's say what's up to the chat here. Or if you're watching over on Facebook, join us over on YouTube so you can join the chat here. Remember, if you haven't already, light that torch, hit that like button. Please subscribe to both channels, For Life, Our Raider Story, as well as Protect the Shield. If you're playing along with us, we already said it already so many times, but the drinking word is disgusting and sickening. You know what to do. Let's get into these comments. Chris, I'll let you read them.
Shout out to my boy Fishing Game. Said Raiders for life, our story. What up, Billy Davis in the building? What's going on? My boy LS in the building. What's going on? Got the beautiful Mother Moon in the building. Raiders. Got True Raider in the building, man. What's going on? He said Crosby cashing them checks shouldn't be sickening. Hello to you all. My opinion. AP is Art Shell 3.0. Ooh.
I don't know. Okay, can we just stop on that one? Let's comment a little bit because you know what? It shouldn't just be about cashing the checks, right? We don't want some guy around just cashing the checks. We want a guy around who cares. We gotta want a guy around who wants to win. We want a guy around who shows up before everybody and leaves after everybody. Reminds me of one Mr. Kobe Bryant, the best who ever did it, the best athlete to ever walk the earth. So no, I'm happy that he is sickened by this performance of the Raiders this year. It's not about cashing checks.
No, I mean, honestly, he has a right to be because again, everyone knows, all coaches, anyone who's played with him has said that he works harder than everybody. So it's not like he's literally just cashing a check and just take the
He earning that
money
check.
from the Raider. Yeah, he's
He
earning
earning that
every bit
check.
of it, and he has every right because he's playing his ass off, but he can't do it by himself, and our organization is not helping him.
That's right.
Got John Hayes in the building. He said, loving this, praying always, go Raiders, and thank you all. I believe Raider Nation, praying always. Appreciate it, John, man. Thanks for coming through. Juan Hernandez in the building. What's going on, man? I'm here too, Juan, man. I'm tired of, how come everybody only likes spicy, man? Can someone give me some love too? Everybody only likes spicy. It's all good though, man.
All
Salute to
right,
you,
I'm gonna
Juan.
speak. What's good, Juan Hernandez? Thanks for the love. I'm gonna speak for myself this one. So, Chris, you could plead the fifth or deny this next one, and I
Oh, the
won't
next
even
one?
put this. I won't even put this up otherwise. But I agree
Yeah, put it up. Put it up.
because of
Hey,
the middle part,
Tyler. Hey, Tyler
the
been
LV
trolling us
part,
every week, but until we beat
LV
him,
part.
yeah, until we beat them, I mean, you could talk your talk, Tyler. I'm not
Talk
mad
your
at you,
talk.
man. Yeah,
Listen, I
you
know.
guys are killing us,
I want
and
to shout out my boy real quick, Mike Dixon. He's from the Vegas sports scene out here in Vegas. He covers everybody. He got some hate because he put up a video saying, actually he didn't even say anything. He just put up a video with Kelsey running off the field saying we own this town. Look, facts are facts. Deal with it. He was
they do.
people telling him he should pick another team. Facts are facts. Okay, it
I
is
mean,
what
they
it is. I
do. I
hate to
mean,
say it, but it is what it is.
what's the first team that won a Super Bowl in Vegas?
Right. And every other game.
Right,
But you know
right.
what?
Yeah,
FKC.
yeah. It's always FKC for sure, but
Okay?
yeah, for
Because
sure. Jay,
you
the
never you
villain.
never you never saw that much blood orange and mustard in Oakland. I'm just saying.
Shout out to Jayville, the villain man. What's going on, my guy? Thank you for coming in. Let's see, we got Ernest in the building. Said never give up on the Raiders. Things will be. Oh yeah, we're never giving up. We're just having a little fun with it. I mean, we're on a 4-game losing streak. It is what it is, man.
We're not giving up. We still here. We show up
Yeah,
every
we
week.
yeah we
We
still
just
here. We
hey,
having fun and
we're
we're
analysts. We
drinking.
report the
We're,
news. The news isn't good.
we're
It
just
is what it
feeling
is.
disgusting and sickening, and that's
Yeah,
our drinking game. So
it
it's just
is.
it is what it is. My boy, Real Talk Raider Nation, what's going on, man? He said, "What up? Salute to the panel. Have a fire show. Appreciate it, man." The Aussie Raider Aaron, he said, "I understand how he feels. Like you said, it's about commitment to excellence. Exactly, man. And he's committed. Anyone that's committed to excellence should not be content right now. That's all there is to it." Got LS, thanks for the super chat, man. He said he's right. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, for sure.
Ha!
For
Right?
sure. That's a fact, man. You hit it right on the head, man. So appreciate it. Got my boy Billy Davis in the building. Got Sacktown Raider Mike in the building. What's going on, my guy? Man, I appreciate everybody that's in here, man. Got Freddie Chavez in the building. Got my boy Desmond Wells in the building. You know what we gonna do, man. If me and Spicy don't do nothing else, we drinking.
Yeah.
We
What else?
drinking.
Hey, what else can we do, right?
Mm. My boy Turf in the building, the Ultimate Raider fan, man. Appreciate my guy. A Terry in the building, man. He said tune in all the way from England. Appreciate it. He
Hey,
said it's 1
England in
a.m.
the
there.
building. Salute.
He said that interception on the 10 could be an ultimate game changer, in my opinion, but didn't get anything. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But appreciate everybody, man. Raiders till I die. Got everybody that's in here, man. We'll get to you guys, man. But I mean, Spice, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
That's the question, right? Obviously, this is whether it was intended to be a rebuilding year or not. It's certainly a rebuilding year. I think all we can do from here is you got to play out and play hard. I know people disagree with still wanting to win games, but I'm here for. I think the Raiders need to show up. They need to win some games. Just you've got to go out with some dignity and some respect. Put some respect on it, right?
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's because honestly, there's been so much talking about, different, what are we going to do? What's our future looking like? What the crazy thing is, like, even when we watch this game, like I still don't think the team has given up on AP. Like I don't see a team that's like fully just defeated. I see a team that's just not good. We just don't have. I mean,
Yeah,
we're very injured. We're just not a good football team. That's all there is
right.
to it. But I've seen teams that like gave up. Like think about like during McDaniels during his last few games, like that team didn't give a damn. Think about like the Gruden when Gruden was about to get fired. Like that team didn't give a damn. Like they were just out there just literally collecting a check. I still see some fight. Like we played the Kansas City pretty well with better quarterback play and better, play calling. We may have been able to, keep it a little bit closer. I mean, it's hard to say we could have really won that game just because we're just inconsistent. But I mean, we fought
It
though.
was a winnable game. It was a
Yeah, that's what
winnable
I'm saying. We
game.
fought. So
I mean, how many times did they have the ball? 20 times in the red zone. It turned into like 3 points.
right, right.
We saw Brock disappear in the
Yeah,
later part of
well,
the game,
well,
or really the entire game, except for the very beginning. I'm not sure why they didn't use him in all these red
yeah. I'm
zone
about to say
opportunities.
he didn't disappear. He was there. It was
Well,
either
correct. Okay, I didn't mean
Minshew
he
made him
disappeared.
disappear.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Thank you for correcting me. They
yeah,
forgot he was there. How's that?
yeah. Like on yeah, what was it like National Tight End Day? And like
Yeah.
literally he's like the only one that didn't get a chance to ball out, and he's been
Oh,
balling out
I
all
know.
year.
Oh, that's probably why it's National Tight End Day. It was a holiday. They gave him the day off.
Yeah, yeah, like literally. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it is what it is. But I just think I don't know, man. It's I'm so torn about what we do next because like it's all about a quarterback right now and just knowing our GM is not going to make a whole bunch of trades to move up. Like
No,
if
because
we
he's in it for the long haul.
yeah, so he's not gonna give up his whole future, man. So it's almost like if we get a quarterback, we're going to get a quarterback, one that falls in our lap.
Yeah.
And I don't want to risk. I don't want to play that game because we thought one was going to fall in our lap this year and it didn't. So everyone knows, man. I don't want to. I never want to see our record be bad, but we got to get a top quarterback, and I'll just leave it at that.
I think that's the number one move, right? It's got to be, and it needs to be somebody new, right? It can't be a veteran who has maybe a
No
year
retread.
left, like a journeyman type quarterback. Oh, let's go. I'm hearing people say, "Oh, let's go after Russ" and all this stuff. It's like, no.
We should have did that this year. Like I was telling everybody, if we would have went for Russ, we should have did it this year when our arch rival was paying his contract. That's when
Contract.
you get Russ.
That would have been the move. Now,
Yeah.
no, right? Would you say now, no, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, absolutely. Like we can't get no retread now. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like people talking about, oh, we should have got Flacco or like, come on, man. Flacco is
Well, it is
87 years
crazy
old.
though. Like that guy, like Flacco will come out of nowhere and like look like a Hall of Famer sometimes though.
Yeah. But no, but that's the thing. Like, if we would have got Flacco this offseason, people would have went nuts. It's like it's always at hindsight, man.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
yeah, people are, oh, we should have got Baker Mayfield. No, if we had got a Baker Mayfield, more than half of the Raider Nation would have been going crazy. Like,
I think
I
we're
don't know,
forgetting
man. It's
other key
hindsight cracking me up.
components, right? We're forgetting other key components with acquiring a quarterback. I
Yeah.
mean, look at last year with Brock Purdy. Do you think that he would have had the same success on the Raiders as he did with the 49ers? There's no way.
No,
Because they had more pieces. Same with some of these other quarterbacks. It's like you can't just go, "Oh, look how well that guy's performing all of a sudden," and the Raiders don't have the other pieces of the puzzle and think the guy's just going to come to the Raiders and have the same numbers. It just doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. And honestly, and I know it's kind of unpopular thing to say, but like even the people that are saying, "Man, we should have traded everything to get Jaden Daniels. Look how good he's doing." Which I mean, in theory, yeah, he's
Right.
doing very well. But people are like, "Man, if he was on this team, he would have been just killing it." But like, if he was on this team, there's a lot of things we wouldn't have had. We wouldn't have had Brock Bowers. We wouldn't have had JPJ, who's our best lineman. So it's like, you can't just like, it's not just a cookie cutter. You know what I'm saying? You can't just drop them into
That's
this
a
off.
tough one for me. That's a tough one for me because you're right. You're not. And listen, I'm not necessarily saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but just to think it through a little bit. Jaden Daniels is going to be a good quarterback, and it would have taken time to develop those other positions. It would have been a good place to start. Plus, you can also look at it like, okay, we should have traded the farm, quote unquote, whatever that meant. Do you throw Devontae in the mix of trading the farm? We all said no at the time, but now he's gone anyway. And if you would have gotten a good quarterback, maybe he would still be there. There's just too many variables to kind of go into, this whole sort of scenario
No,
situation.
it is. Yeah, it's a lot of what ifs. And again, Jaden Daniels, he fell into the right situation with a young offensive coordinator that probably knows how to use a skill set. If we had us with Getsy with Jaden Daniels, would it have worked? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a lot of potential, but we've all seen quarterbacks, if they're with a bad coach, that can diminish their potential, at least, or diminish their productivity.
Yeah.
Imagine like I think Trevor Lawrence is still can be a good quarterback, but I just feel like he's never had like a good coach. Like if he would have had like a Kyle Shanahan or somebody like a good offensive mind, I think he could be doing some of those big numbers. So I don't know, man. Like I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. Of course, Jaden would have been awesome, but I just want people to be careful with thinking that, man, if we would have just got this guy, all of our problems would have went away. Like I think we had a good draft this year because now that we get our quarterback this year or this upcoming year, we got two pieces to help him. We got a generational tight end, which besides a running back is a quarterback's best friend, and then you got probably who's going to be our center, which is a center in JPJ. He's a quarterback of the offensive lineman. So you got two key pieces in this 1 year, and you got Glaze that's going to be, right tackle. I mean, we kind of in a way, we needed this draft. This draft actually sets in motion what we can do next year with a young quarterback.
Yep, most definitely. Very well said, Chris. I echo everything you said. I want to thank you, Sacktown Raider Mike, for the super chat. We appreciate you. He says, Spicy and Chris, I have an update on my buddy, Les, aka Pinhead. He got released from the ICU today, sounding much better. He said his heart felt all the love and prayers from you two and the nation. We're so happy to hear that. And we're happy to hear he's doing better. Of
Yep.
course, send him our love and we wish him well. So we're
Absolutely.
glad to
Stay
hear the
strong. Stay
update. Thanks for
strong,
keeping
Les.
us updated, and we're glad to hear the good news.
Stay strong, buddy. Yeah, but yeah, kind of what we're talking about. I really think that this was like as things go forward, we'll look back at this draft and be like, that was the first home run we hit in the draft in a long time. So whoever our quarterback is next year, they're going to be happy of the things we did this year in the draft. Trust me. Because honestly, if we would have got if we would have got Jaden this year, we would have got, of course, he's nice. He's a beast. But it's like, what do you do because you gave up your whole future? Like, how are you going to give him help? Like what else are you going to do? I mean, you had Devontae, but we don't know what Devontae would have did. I mean,
no, there's way too many variables,
there is.
scenarios, speculation, shoulda, woulda, coulda, to even go into that. To even go into that, all we can say is, hey, to your point, Chris, we got some good pieces. Probably
Just build on it.
already the best tight end in Brock Bowers. You mentioned some other good pieces, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And this is I think we're unfortunately, right, as Raiders fans, we're going to have to continue to be patient because this is not a quick turnaround. And Tom Telesco is not thinking of it that way. He's in year 1. He's not
Yeah.
in year 22 or
Yeah.
whatever we're in of this.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. He's
in
not
year
in.
1.
Yeah.
He
He's
is
not
in
in
year
win
1
now
of
mode.
building his team. And he's
Yep.
going to take it piece by piece, brick by brick, and that's all he can do.
Yep.
And so, as long as he's getting good pieces year after year, hopefully he can continue to draft well. He's probably got a 3-year plan. Unfortunately, we might have to wait that long, and it's
Yeah.
going to be some more grueling years to come.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people want AP going and all that, but I even looking at his his history as a GM. It's not like he gets rid of coaches like fast either. Like he like that, the thing is, we got to realize like Raiders, we are one of the most, if not the most dysfunctional organization. So we automatically, our default is fire them, fire them, fire. Like that's just our default. But like good organizations are like,
And how
hey,
has that worked?
exactly.
What's
So
no, that's a real question. I want to talk about that because I'm actually tired of the constant fire, 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 fire. Like,
right.
how has that worked? How many head coaches have we gone through? How many GMs? How many presidents even that have not fired or even quit? Guys that want out of here, they can't keep. It's like that's not working. That is not working. So we're gonna fire Getzey and fire AP, and then what?
You didn't do it all over
And
again,
then what?
Spice.
And then all of a sudden the Raiders are gonna go on a run and win out, and
Right.
then
Yeah.
it's just like it's ridiculous.
No, it is. And like, I was talking, I was reminded about back in the day when Al was still living. Sean Payton was coming in for an interview for us. And at that point, Sean Payton, very bright, offensive minded coach. And I think it was Jerry Jones called him and was like, "Hey man, you don't want to do that." He basically talked him out of it. Like the Raiders aren't that's not where you want to go. Especially then, you're not going to get a fair shot. You'll probably get fired early. Look at all the other coaches in front of you, and then he pulled his name out the hat. He said, he backed out of it. Good coaches and like guys that are ambitious, unless they're like, okay, I can at least get my foot in the door and then maybe work my way up and springboard to somewhere else. Most like coaches, like young coaches, aren't really going to want to come to the Raiders knowing that, they'll be ready to fire you after 8 games. They may not even give you a whole year.
Right.
What?
No, that's true. That's a great point.
Yeah, because it's hard to get a head coaching job. So if you like go in and then you just have a bad 8 games against, with the Raiders and you get fired, you may not ever get a chance again, ever. So I don't know.
No, I definitely agree with you. We got another super chat here. Chris, go for it.
He said fire AP and give Mumford the headset, Swiss Army knife. Yeah, Mumford, man. Yeah, Mumford at receiver, man. Shout out to Mumford, man. He looked good doing it though. He looked good doing it. I mean, in fact, they should have just passed him the ball. I would have liked to see him just
Yeah,
catch
see what
the ball
happens.
and just do something, man. So shout out to Mumford, man. Thank you for the super LS in the building, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat, man. There's a couple people we missed, though. I know Raiders till death, man. Appreciate you coming through. My boy Afakasi Raider in the building. What's going on, my guy?
What's good, AK?
Everybody got my boy Rick in the building. Aloha, my G.
Aloha, Rick.
Appreciate it, man. Johnny Ramirez in the building. So I appreciate everybody, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and Spicy's channel. Salute to S Sticks. He said, hello from Boise, Idaho. Raiders, what's going on? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, my friend. Let's see who else we got in the building. Yeah, let's see. What did he? Okay, so Ernest said, "Don't fight." Okay, cause he said we nailed the draft. If we can do the same next year or two, we will be in a great spot, especially if we find it. Exactly. That's it, man. So it's like we can't cry over spilt milk. Of course, we wish we had our quarterback, but what Telesco did this year in the draft, he set us up solid. Like, if just imagine if Colton Miller gets back to his form. I mean, he was injured all off season. We're going to write it off to hopefully, he just got to knock the rust off.
I actually kind of forgot about him.
Exactly. Oh, I forget about him. He's always getting beat. He's having a terrible year, but he's getting a little better. But if he can get back to being a serviceable left tackle, we're good there. Then I don't know what we're going to do with JPJ. I think we might end up moving him to center. So then we still gonna need a guard. Because I don't know about Andre James, man. I know his contract and I know how Raider Nation feels. And then right guard, Meredith actually did pretty good. He's still fairly young. Then we got right tackle Glaze. So if we can get another 2 good linemen, 2 solid linemen, that we might have a solid offensive line. I know we haven't been able to say that since like, 6 years or whatever, but give us a solid line, give us a quarterback. I think that we can, we definitely can get another, receiver, running back, but we at least have the foundation to be able to build off of. It's not going to be, like you said, a 1 or 2 year thing. We got to be patient. Like it's 2024 now. In 2027, I expect to be going deep in the playoffs.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's switch gears a little bit to how we kicked off the show. Pierce lacks the confidence in Raiders offense as he searches for physical identity. And we've said this on a few shows. People are calling for the firing. At least I've said this, Chris. I don't know if you want to echo this. I don't want to put words into your mouth, but people are rallying for the firing of him, and I've kind of said that this narrative of he can only coach with the talent he has. He doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the guys that could run the ball, throw the ball, and catch the ball. So what do you
Right.
want from the man? And he's coming right out and saying it.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect that. You can say, "Oh, this is throwing your team under the bus," maybe, or I don't think so though, because I think it needs to be said, especially like with people coming for him. Give the
Right.
man this chance. He said the Raiders. Obviously, the head coach, Antonio Pierce, was asked Monday whether there was any part of the offense he could confidently rely on to execute when needed. And he just flat out said no.
Yeah. Well,
So, what are you going to do with that? Like, what are you going to do? And I had said this before. I go, he might be altering the way he would coach because he knows he can't rely on certain players to throw the ball, catch the ball, and run the ball. And now we
yeah.
want to fire this guy. Not we, excuse me, some people.
Yeah.
And then what, you're going to bring somebody else in to coach guys that can't throw, catch, or run the ball?
No, that's true. I mean, the thing is with AP, we know this isn't the type of team he wants to have. People can say whatever they want. AP did not want Josh Jacobs to leave the team.
Right.
AP is all about being physical. I mean, that's his catchphrase, ill intent, physical, pain. Like what we're playing right now is none of the above.
Right.
He likes to play smash mouth football. Like he liked having someone like Josh back there. And like you could tell he wants to build in the trenches. Like he wants some dogs. We just don't have it yet. I mean, that's
Right.
all there is to it. We just don't have it. So give him a chance to get some of his people in here.
We
I
got to give him
still,
a chance. We have to give him a
yeah,
chance, I
'cause
think.
I still think he's a good motivator. Like I think
Yeah.
like I believe Max when he says, we'll run through a wall from. Like I believe Max. I don't think Max has a reason to lie. I just think that we just can't just keep changing over, man, because every new coach wants to bring in their own people, and it's just constant turnover. We
It's
can.
constant. It's too much digging. You just keep digging the hole greater and greater. AP went on to say, I don't think any team that's in the NFL with a new offensive coordinator and a new quarterback are just gelling right now. But if you just talk about us, I want to run the ball. I want to be physical, like you're just saying, Chris. I want to be able to throw the ball down the field and have shots. He wants to do that. We all want that. The talent's not there. The talent's not
No,
there.
no, it's not. And it's hard to put blame because you don't know who had all the decisions on what happened behind the scenes. So
Right.
I don't know. I'm not giving up on them, but I will say that I'm not going to blame everything on Getsy, but I'm not going to sit here and say I will put faith in Getsy to mentor and coach up our new quarterback. I don't want that, unfortunately. So, but I'm not going to sit here and blame everything on Getsy either, though.
Yeah, listen, he's made some very, very questionable
Oh,
calls for
absolutely,
sure. For
absolutely.
sure. And should he go? Yeah, I think he should go. Not in the middle of the season.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
personal opinion. But
No,
again, he's also working with the talent he has to work with.
yeah, yep. I mean, yeah, you got AOC and you got Gardner Minshew as your quarterbacks. I wanted them to play much better than he did. Gardner's never played this bad in his life. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a production
But
business,
again,
and
what we talked about earlier, Chris, all the components, right?
yeah,
So we're expecting Gardner Minshew to play as good as he did with some other teams, and he had better components around him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, am I saying he's the solution? Hell no.
Mm-mm.
Am I do I want him on the team next year? Hell no.
No.
But again, I mean, he's playing like again, who does he can't even hand off the ball. There's nobody we can't run it.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Like the guy can't even hand it off because well, he can hand it off, but we can't run it.
No, can't go
So
nowhere. Well, our starting running back ran the ball 14 times for 15 yards. That's not that's not going to do much. So it is what it is, though.
this is probably true. I mean, it's got to happen at some point, right?
You say I think we're going to do something silly and win a game we're not supposed to at some point.
Yeah,
Who knows?
probably.
But
It's not even going to matter.
yeah. But the thing is, I mean, but that just shows like the team's not giving up because I mean, you're right, LS. I mean, the team's not giving up, so they're not going to be in tank mode. But I mean, we don't have talent, man. So I honestly, I really don't see us winning just because we just don't have the talent. We just don't have it.
I want to know with the chat. Let me hear the chat. I want a thumbs up if you agree with Mad Max's comment. Are you also disgusted and sickened by this performance of the Raiders this year? Or are you just like, win, lose, or tie, Raiders till I die? Because that goes without saying. But are you disgusted and sickened by it? Give me a thumbs up if you are. I want to see like however many people are in here. I want to see all the thumbs up because we all should have this sentiment, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. But my thing is like honestly, this is the first year where I can't say like this is probably the most like I don't want to say complacent, but this is like I don't know. It's like a surreal feeling, and it's
What do you mean by
uncomfortable
that?
for me. It's uncomfortable because I used to be a person that just losses just really piss me off and
Oh,
mess up my day.
yeah,
Now it's
your green
almost
bean a
like
little bit behind mine, so I'm in there. So I know
yeah,
I know
yeah,
what
so
you mean now.
yeah. Now it's just like I don't know. Like honestly, like I watched the game and I was just kind of like shaking my head, but like after the game was over, I just turned it off and finished up my day and
Totally.
yeah. So I don't know, man. Like I want to get that enthusiasm back. But it's just like I can see the writing on the wall. So,
Let's explore this comment. I like this comment. Eric Raiders Haters Hunter, Erica channel. It's time to find out who's worth keeping and who isn't. Let's explore this a
absolutely.
little bit, Chris. What do you think?
No, absolutely. That to me, that's what I've been saying. The rest of the season's all about evaluation. That's why honestly, don't put Gardner in. Put Ritter in. See if Ritter is going to be a worthy backup next year.
Got nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, put in all the younger running backs, put in the young receivers. See if we got anybody that that can play next year. I mean, I want to know can Tommy Eichenberg like is he a legit guy? Like where's Amari Gaynor? Where's Amari Burney? Where's all those guys? Like I want to see Christopher Smith play as safety. Like I want to see DeCamerion play at corner. I want to see all them guys, man. Like I want to see who's who and what's what. I want to see all them dudes, man.
Who's worth keeping here? I mean, to me, there's probably only two players: Brock Bowers and Maxx Crosby. I think everyone else is disposable.
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, we're going to have.
I'm just saying, just to answer this particular question.
Well, no, but I think what he's saying is like to let them play and just see like let them earn a spot for next year. Like right now is your tryout. Yeah, like right now is your tryout. Now, if you want to be on this team next year, prove it now. So like those young guys, like I said, the Amari Bernies and all them, he's saying like right now, here's your chance to prove it. Your audition starts Sunday. The casting couch for the Raiders.
Oh, you got some pushback, Chris. You want to defend yourself here?
Yeah, where we at? She said, I was with you until he said Tommy Eichenberg. You lost me right there. Shout out to my boy Severe, man. Severe, that's actually his nephew, Tommy Eichenberg. So they're family. So they always, kid back and forth, man. Shout out to my boy Severe in the building.
There you go. All right. R. Jenkins. I'm not disgusted at the performance of the team because for me it was expected. That's a sad, I think, not this, I don't mean it towards you necessarily, but that's a sad comment in the terms that as Raiders fans, we have to feel that way.
Yeah,
I'm not discrediting your comment, your feelings, your thought, but the fact that we're like not disgusted, we're not disappointed because we expect them to be bad, I think is a sad in itself is all I'm saying. He says
yeah,
I'm just disgusted at the organization of spinning their wheels. We both echo that, Chris. I think you would agree with that.
yeah,
It was clear what the team needs and where to improve.
yeah. No, no, you're right, and I'm not sure, like, I think that might be coming from like not only like a not expected, but I feel like he's probably like a realist,
Yeah.
whereas a lot of Raider fans aren't. A lot of Raider fans are
No,
delusional.
they're in
So
denial. I'll just say it.
yeah,
Raiders
and and,
fans
and
are in
I used to be
denial.
that way
We
too.
get hated on because we say they're a terrible team. I mean, we
Yeah,
don't want them to be a terrible team.
yeah,
We're not saying it because we like it. We're saying it because it's fact. We're saying it because we're disgusted and sickened, like
right,
Matt Max said.
right.
So yeah, just be a realist.
Yeah, and that's how. And honestly, sometimes I struggle with it too because I always think like this will be the year. In my
Yeah.
mind, it's like I have that belief, like, okay, it's finally going to come together, man. So it's one of them things. It's just hard being a Raider fan because you don't want to be overly negative because then you'll just be negative all the damn time. So you almost want to be like, okay, this is the year, but then it's like, okay, I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. Here we go again.
Listen, that's all you can do at this point. Honestly, is bet against the Raiders because if they win, you'll be happy, and if they lose, you'll be happy because you made some money, and they're probably going to lose anyway, so it's easy money.
Yeah, for sure, for
That's my
sure.
anyway. That's my coping mechanism.
Yeah, hey, honestly, the last good parlay I hit, I bet against the Raiders and I won.
That's my
So
coping mechanism. Remember, light that torch, hit that like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe to both channels. And right now, if you haven't already, please take the time to pop over. If you're watching on For Life or Raider Story, pop over to Chris's channel. Protect the Shield. Hit the like button over there. You can pop right back if you want to. And if you're watching on Chris's channel, Protect the Shield, hop over to For Life Our Raiders Story. Hit that like button if you want. Pop back. I might have said the same thing twice, but you know what I'm saying. Go back and
it's all
forth.
good. It's all good.
Give us
It's
the
all
solid.
good.
Go back and forth. Give us both the ratings. Give us both the likes. We appreciate all of you, and we appreciate you supporting both of us.
Yep. Salute everybody in the chat, man. I see, like I say, I saw my brother, the Raider Rundown in the building. Appreciate you coming through, man. Support, my boy Raider J. So thank you guys for coming in, man. But let us know how you guys feel, man. I mean, just like Rick's last comment, he said it's okay to feel numb, all those close games lost. I mean, yeah, it's a numbing feeling, man. It's a numbing feeling trying to just be a Raiders fan because like you can't get overly emotional because that the team will drive you insane, man. The team, like I was telling my boys in our group chat earlier, man. It's like just being a fan and even dealing with some of our fans, especially on social media. It'll like make you like it literally will make you crazy. Like literally, like I listen to some of this stuff just on social media and I'm watching. I'm like, I'm a big Batman fan. I'm like, man, they're gonna have me end up in Arkham Asylum, man, and with a daggone padded room, man. Like it's crazy, just kind of dealing with it. And it's like every year we think we're gonna be good, and then they're not, and then it's like just a big cycle. So I don't know.
R. Jenkins, that's why I love your show because you two are realist and honest. Thank you so much. That's a great compliment. We appreciate that. We take pride in that, actually.
We
For me,
do.
it was letting DC walk and no upgrade. Letting Jacobs walk, no upgrade. And now the trade with DA. What's next?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying, man. It's just tough because again, like, everyone knows how I felt with DC. Like I thought it was time to move on from him, but you're right. We
There was
had
no
no
backup
no
plan.
plan. I don't know if Brady was. I mean, we hear all kinds of or all kinds of rumors. Letting Jacobs go. Everybody knows how I feel about that. That pisses
Yeah.
me off every time I think about it. And then the Devontae, and then,
I'm gonna push back on this one a little bit with the DC thing because I admit I give the Raiders organization a lot of crap because I've seen it through years and years and years and years, and they're very dysfunctional in my opinion. They never seem to have a plan. But I gotta put this one on DC because maybe they could have had a plan. Maybe they didn't even want to trade him. They literally benched the guy. He cried and no showed. And then
Yeah,
he like went behind his no trade clause and then went and had his brother talk shit on his behalf.
that
So
was
I'm not even
wild.
going to put that one on the Raiders,
Nah,
okay?
that was
Like
wild.
if
That was
you
wild.
the season was already over, yo ass got benched, you couldn't handle it, so your little bitch ass went and stayed home, didn't even show up on the sideline, couldn't even support your team,
Yeah.
and then you got your brother talking your shit for you. So really, for all the people who are still all up on DC's, you know what? He kind of left the Raiders hanging. Maybe he would even come back and they could have, done something with him. Maybe they could have traded him or something. But the fact that he basically pieced out, we all want to sit here and talk about how Devontae's a diva and he quit on his team.
Mm,
I've never once heard anybody but me say that about Derek Carr. He's the one that quit on his team. He's
mm.
the one that was still on the team and stayed home instead of showing up on the sideline because he was benched and went and cried.
Talk
And
your
now we
talk.
still want to sit here and talk about, oh, we should never have gotten rid of his ass. He got rid of him damn self.
Talk your
Bye.
talk, Spice. Talk your
Bye.
talk, girl.
Dude.
Nah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, man. It's regardless how you feel, either way, things could have been different. Things could have been different. Like we literally had a team of, regardless how you feel about DC, we had DC, we had Waller, we had Jacobs, we had Renfro, your boy, we had Devontae Adams. I think at that point, yeah, we had Jacoby. Like there was no reason that we did not handle business with that roster, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Only the Raiders can do that. Only the Raiders.
Yeah, I just kind of like, I'm tired of hearing about this guy. He
Yeah.
left. He left. He's a diva. We want to give Josh Jacobs a bad time. We want to give Adams a bad time. Nobody gives Derek Carr a bad time, and he's the one who actually left his team.
He took his ball and went home.
Yes.
He took his ball well home. Nah, you're right. You're right. I'm glad you said that because especially because I always defend Jacobs and Adams so much, but like no one ever calls Carr like a diva or a quitter or nothing. No one does. They all just try to have all the sympathy for him. So
Look, I mean, Jimmy G, when he got benched, he came back. He stood on the
like a
sideline. He put on his
professional.
earpiece. He mentored AOC.
Oh yeah.
It's a guy that was
And
on the team for a half a year, let alone a guy who's supposed to be the face of the franchise for years and years and
yeah,
years.
for sure. And the best thing about Jimmy G is he got caught with whatever drugs in his system, and we got money back. We got cap space back. So
Perfect. Love it.
salute.
All right, let's see what RJ. He gonna rebuttal me. I agree on some of the DC points, but remember McDaniels did the same thing to Cutler and Brandon Marshall. It's his Josh MO. My thing is that it was no plan and solid and sold lemons. Hey, there's enough blame to go around, right?
Hold on, Spice. I can't hear you. Hold up. I'm about to go out and I'll be right back. I'm gonna come out and come back in.
All good, all good. I'll read some more of these chats here. Let's see. Who else we got up in here? LS Jimmy got hooked on the gas station pills. Oh no, not the gas station ones. John Thompson says, you had the team in the playoffs, then you blow the staffing up and help them get there. I'm not actually sure what that one means, but thank you for your comment. Salute to you, Raider Paul. Thanks for being in here. Salute to you. Yo, Chris got some love. Chris not even in here. Now we getting the love. He was complaining earlier that he wasn't getting any love. Now he gets the love when he bounces. Johnny Ramirez, facts. My girl tells me why I let this team ruin my day or week. These players don't care how his fans feel. Ish. They go home in their mansions, etc. I have more heart than this team. Ooh, talk it. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they're probably upset as well. They're not, like Max said, he's disgusted and sickened by it. But yeah, they go home. They go home to a nice life. And I'm sure it doesn't, derail their whole week. And, we shouldn't let it either, to be perfectly honest. We probably, if we have learned that, we've probably gone through years of letting it ruin the rest of the day. And then we circled back and now we're like, okay, let's not. And maybe all of you aren't quite at that point yet. Chris, welcome back.
Yeah, all of a sudden I couldn't hear you.
I was gonna say you got some love and you were gone. You say he first said salute sexy spicy. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. But he didn't forget about
Okay.
you.
At
He
least
didn't
they ain't
forget
forget
about you.
about me. That's
He
cool.
didn't
That's
forget
cool.
about you.
Raider Paul, my guy. It's like my man Juan Hernandez. He just forgets about me, man. But it's okay, man. Shout out to you. But yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. But everybody in the chat, like, what do you guys want to do, man? Like, do you guys want to see some of these younger players? Like, what do you guys want to see Desmond Ritter? Do you want to see if he's a guy? I mean, where do we go from here?
I don't actually.
You don't want to see Ritter?
Nah.
I do. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, why not?
I mean, listen, does it even matter? No. But this is some other team's practice guy. I don't care. What's he gonna do?
Well, see the thing. I will say this: coming out of college, I was high on him. I did like him. I forgot what draft class he was in. Someone probably helped me, but I think there was like 3 top quarterbacks, and then I felt like he was like the 4th one. Like he was like the next guy, like out of like the top 3. But I think that under the right system, he could be decent. I mean, he's not going to be a starter, no, but can he be someone that can be a backup? Because one thing I do know, I don't want ALC on the team. I don't
I say
want
get rid
Gardner
of
on
all
the
of
team.
them. We need 3 quarterbacks. How's that?
Yeah, I mean we do, we do. But I mean, but my thing is, let's at least see if he's decent. I mean, let's see. I mean, we have nothing to lose. We have
All
nothing to
right.
lose.
Oh, fair enough. R. Jenkins says, "Do you think AP will be a scapegoat and not even have a chance to build a team in his image?" I do not. I do not think that. I think they're going to give. And I think Mark Davis, right? He even went on record saying that he believes in Telesco's and AP's vision. So, Raider
Yeah,
Nation, honestly, I know you don't want to hear it because we're tired of it, but I think we just got to give it time. I think they're going to run with AP and Telesco's vision, and we got to wait 3 years.
yeah. Cause I know one. Someone was talking about. I think after what game was it? Steeler game or something.
This is kind of funny. Real quick, sorry.
Oh yeah. You and DC need to hug it out, man. You need to hug it out. But no, I think that there was that image or that video of after the game after we got beat, AP's running into the locker room and we just got beat and he's like smiling and he like hugs Tom Telesco. I don't know, man. It's almost like they know this is going to be a long journey. They know this is going to be a long journey. I mean, you could tell AP's frustrated, but he's still not talking like a coach who feels like he's about to get fired. That's
Yeah.
that's what I think.
And honestly, I think that Mark Davis should make those sort of statements and give him some job security and shut down all the fire nonsense.
Yeah. No, I agree. But like to answer that question, I don't think AP is going to be the scapegoat because there's always usually a level first that's a scapegoat. And I think that's going to be Getsy. Getsy will be the first scapegoat because then we'll be able to say, hey, it was all the offensive fault. I think so. I don't see
I don't
see
even
a
think there's going to be a
situation
scapegoat. Honestly, I think they've got a plan and a vision. It's just going to take time.
with Getsy. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's
Oh
gonna
no,
be
I
a
think you
tough
said
one.
Telesco. Sorry,
Huh?
did you say Getsy? I'm sorry, they said Telesco.
No. I'm saying Getsy's gonna be the
Oh, my
scapegoat.
bad. I thought you said Telesco would be the
Yeah.
scapegoat.
So
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that.
yeah. I think he'll be the first scapegoat. But like LS said, he thinks Getsy will be back next season. I just can't see
So
it.
is that an unpopular opinion or is that a speculation? Like, do you want that? As I'm wondering.
See, I don't think there's a way Getsy comes back because I think the main reason Getsy is here was because Devontae vouched for him. I think without Devontae, Getsy's not our OC.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I think they wanted to do right by Tay. I think Tay probably, hey, this guy's a good coach. He came up with good play. I don't think he was a play caller in the Packers that long, but I don't know. I think it's going to be an easy cut for them to just get rid of Getsy, especially because we all know Getsy wasn't their first, second, or third pick. Like, we literally know that. So, it's not like Getsy is their guy.
Definitely. Real quick, I'm just going to throw this up because Rick from Hawaii threw it out there. Wow. Dodgers came back, top of fifth, down 0-5 to tie it up. And I'm just going to put this up there out of respect for the Raiders fans, because I know there's a lot of Raiders fans who are fans of the Los Doyers. They are 5-5. The score is 5-5 now in the top of the fifth. And, of course, the Dodgers have a 3-1 lead. Just because there's probably a lot of Dodger fans in here due to a lot of the LA Raider fans. What do you think? The Dodgers close it out tonight, Chris?
Somebody's team got to win. I'm Ohio boy, so I don't even care. So, they took out the Indians, so it is what it is. Or I'm sorry, not the Indians, the Guardians now. But yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, I want somebody's team to win. So hey, if there's some Raider fans, if their baseball team will win, I know my boy Leo, he's a Dodger fan. I know some of you guys in the chat are Dodgers fans, so I want you guys to get a dub, man. Get a dub and have enjoy a championship, man. Because we don't know what it feels like.
Fair enough. Well, we're coming up on our time here, Chris. You got any plugs you want to throw in there?
Man, is anyone going to the game this weekend? Probably not, but I am.
Yeah.
I am. So if anyone's going to the game, hit me up, man. We'll get a drink. And good old Cincinnati. Huh?
Who you meeting up with some people?
Yeah, just some of my local friends, are going down, and I know Leo was supposed to come, but I don't know, he had some family things, so he's not coming now. But so it probably won't be
supposed to be out there. Hit up Stu. Stu
oh yeah, Stu is supposed to be out there. Yeah, so yeah, actually, I will hit up Stu. Actually, yeah, I'll see what he's up to. Yeah, so if anyone else is going to be in good old Cincinnati, come on down. We're going to have some fun. But, man, salute to everybody. And, everybody's been definitely checking out all of my shows, man. I've been trying to go back to back for you guys, man.
Yeah, man, so you've been on every day.
I'll be killing it, man. I'll be tired too, man. But this is the fun show right here, though, with my girl Spice, especially when you get on your rant. In fact, Spice, tell us one more time how you feel about DC.
Oh, we need a huggy.
Oh, man. So you got anything going on?
Yeah, just our regular shows. Check us out. Look for us on For Life Our Raider Story. Monday.
Any more Raiderette roundtables?
6:00. We still trying to get the Raiderettes on. We've got a couple lined up. We're just trying to figure out the dates to coordinate. For Life of Raiderettes roundtable. You can catch that on Tuesdays at 6:00 when we're on. If you can circle back to the library or the playlist we have to see some of the other former Raiderettes. And we are probably gonna just randomly be on this Sunday, 10:00, for a live show while the game goes on. So if you sitting at home with nobody to talk to, you want to talk some ish.
Wait, hold on. You doing the
ish with us?
You doing a live show?
We're doing a live show during the game. If you at home, come talk some ish with us.
There you go. Look, man. Hey, Raider Paul and Juan, you guys want to hang out with Spice? Come on and hang out with Spice right here. You can go to the game with her.
We'll be on Sunday morning. Come check. Exactly. Come hang with us. Come have some whiskey with us. Come have some Modelo with us. Chill.
And I might even chime in straight from the tailgate. I'll be drunk. We'll probably yelling.
That would be amazing.
You know how it gets. We'll give you some live footage.
I love it.
Oh, man. Well, as usual, man, it's a good show. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out. Both channels, man. Subscribe. Hit the noti. Make sure you guys know, because Spice is coming on. See, none of you guys would even knew. You guys wouldn't even knew she was coming on unless you hit that notification bell. So make sure you hit it up.
That's right. Thanks for that, Chris. I appreciate you. And by the way, we're going to open up the line too. You know, if you actually not only want to watch us on Sunday, you want to come on the show and talk the ish with us. We're going to put the link out there. Come on with us. You know what? We could just sit around and watch the game together, have a drink together. If you're not going to the game, come hang out with me and the crew, Scotty Waddy, Raider 1, Mother Moon, Omar. Everyone's going to be in the building. And if you're at the game, go hang out with Chris.
Go hang out with me. I'm fun, man. I'm fun.
Hang out with one of us either way.
One of us. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, I see my girl Morgan Ritter in the building, man. That's my dog right there. She said, "Hey Chris, want to trade Maxx Crosby?" She's a Lions fan.
Hell to the nah, to the nah, nah, nah.
Hell to the nah, to the no, no, no. Hell to the nah, no, 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 no. Hell to the no.
Hell to the nah.
Shout out, Morgan. Shout out. You're not getting
friend,
Maxx
that's what
Crosby.
we said, Morgan.
Good try, Morgan, but nah. We need Max. That's all we got.
That's all we got.
Yeah, we literally have nothing else. You're just trying to take our one little thing, man. Come on.
One thing we have to look forward on Sundays is Mad Max Sacks, okay?
That's it. Cool. We want to get us on out of here?
For sure. You know that's right. All right, Raider Nation, you know we go out one way and only one way.
Raiders!
Peace out, Raider Nation. We'll see you next week. Good night.